You just spent $47 on a single Chipotle bowl through DoorDash, posted a TikTok about how the economy is unlivable, and then financed a pair of Mikey Dunks at 24% APR because you deserve it. Welcome back, future millionaires, and everyone currently using the phrase, "I can't afford it," while clutching a $50 Stanley Cup. I'm Lexa, and today we are talking about the most uncomfortable topic in personal finance: the brutal, unfiltered, absolutely undeniable difference between actually having a low income and just making consistently terrible life decisions. These are not the same thing. And pretending they are is the reason your bank account currently looks like a national tragedy. So, mute your group chat, hide your Amazon Prime history, and let's get into it. Let me get one thing crystal clear before the comment section sharpens its pitchforks. I am not gaslighting anyone about real poverty. Poverty is real. Wage stagnation is real. The fact that minimum wage has not kept up with inflation since approximately the dinosaurs is real. If you are working 2 full-time jobs and still cannot afford rent, that is a systemic problem. It is not a you problem, and no amount of skipping iced coffees will fix it. But here is where it gets spicy. There is a massive group of people who genuinely believe they are broke because of the system when they are actually broke because they have made 15 consecutive financial decisions a goldfish would have warned them against. We need to talk about that group because if you fall into it and you do not realize it, you will literally never get out. Here is the simplest way to tell them apart. Low income means your money runs out before your basic needs are met. Poor decisions mean your money runs out because your wants ate your needs for breakfast. One of those problems gets fixed with policy and access. The other one gets fixed by closing the Shane app. Let's get specific. Because vague advice is for LinkedIn motivational posters and people who think manifesting abundance counts as a budget. Decision number 1 that's secretly bleeding you dry: financing depreciating assets. If you make $42,000 a year and you finance a $48,000 truck, I have terrible news for you. You don't have a truck. You have a 72-month emotional support payment. Cars lose value the second you blink at them. Wealthy people know this. They pay cash for boring used cars and laugh at the rest of us. Decision number 2, the convenience tax. Look, I love food delivery apps too, but if you order delivery 5 nights a week, you are not treating yourself. You are subsidizing the lifestyle of 3 middle managers at 3 different apps while turning a $14 burrito into a $32 financial event. Cook a literal egg. I believe in you. Decision number 3, subscription hoarding. The average person has approximately 12 active subscriptions and uses 3 of them. You are paying $200 a month to remember the password of a streaming service that hasn't released a good show since 2019. Cancel the meditation app that gives you anxiety every time it charges your card. It is not helping. Decision number 4, lifestyle creep. This one is sneaky. You get a raise, cool, then immediately you upgrade. Bigger apartment, nicer car, fancier groceries that include the words ethically sourced on the label. 6 months later, you are making more money and feeling exactly as broke because your expenses absorbed the raise like a sponge made of regret. Decision number 5, my personal villain origin story. Buy now, pay later. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. These are credit cards in a hoodie pretending to be your friend. If you cannot afford something in full, you cannot afford it in 4 payments either. That is not financial planning. That is debt cosplay. Now here is the part that should genuinely terrify you. Making more money does not automatically fix this. In fact, sometimes it makes it worse. There are people out there making $200,000 a year who are one missed paycheck away from total financial collapse. They live in apartments they cannot actually afford. They drive cars that cost as much as a starter home. They spend every weekend at brunch posting soft life content while their savings account weeps in the background. This is the high-income broke phenomenon, and it is way more common than the algorithm wants you to believe. Why does this happen? Because lifestyle inflation has no off switch. Every promotion becomes an excuse to spend more. The brain plays a sneaky little trick. I work hard, I deserve this. Sure, you deserve nice things. You also deserve to not panic every time your card declines at Starbucks. Pick a lane. Meanwhile, there are people quietly making $50,000 a year, living in modest apartments, driving used cars, maxing out their Roth IRA every year. And they will absolutely outpace the high earners by age 40. Wealth is not what you make. Wealth is what you keep. Write that down. Tape it to your forehead. Get it tattooed in cursive on your wrist. Okay, time for some honest self-reflection. I am going to ask you a few questions. Answer them in your head, in the privacy of your room, where no one can judge you, except your inner child. Question 1. When was the last time you checked your actual bank balance? Not the Apple Pay number, the real one. The one that includes all the pending charges, the subscriptions you forgot about, and the auto-pay deductions you did not authorize emotionally. If your answer is, I prefer not to, that is already a red flag. Question 2. Could you cover a $500 emergency tomorrow without using a credit card? If the answer is no, your finances are not just bad, they are actively dangerous. You are one flat tire away from a full financial spiral. Question 3. Do you know exactly how much you spent on food delivery last month? The actual number, not the vibe of the number, the real digit. If you flinched just now, we have a problem. Question 4. Do you have any idea what your current credit card interest rate is? If your honest answer is then your credit card company knows more about your finances than you do, and that is by design. If you flunked even 2 of those questions, the issue is not your salary. The issue is that you have been outsourcing your financial awareness to the marketing departments of corporations that profit when you stay confused. They are not your friend. They are not on your side. They will not visit you in financial hospital. Look, and I mean this with my full chest. Being broke because of a low income is a problem society needs to fix. Being broke because of bad decisions is a problem only you can fix. Pretending it is somebody else's fault is the most expensive form of self-sabotage on the market. The good news? Every single bad decision on this list is reversible. You can cancel the subscriptions today. You can cook a meal tonight. You can sell the leased car this weekend. You can delete Klarna right now while I am talking. You do not need a 6-figure salary to escape this. You need to stop bleeding out of 15 tiny financial wounds and calling it a lifestyle. I have them, Lexa. Hit subscribe, drop the like, and please send this to that one friend who keeps complaining about being broke while their Amazon package count is approaching triple digits. They desperately need an intervention. See you in the next one, whenever compound interest makes us all a little richer. Stay broke on the outside, rich on the inside, and please, for the love of dividends, close the Shein app.